Act 2 of Season 25 dropped last week, and with it came the latest Battle Pass. In the middle of everyone complaining about rising skin prices, Riot dropped probably the best Battle Pass Valorant has ever had, at least in terms of value. So in this video, we're going to go through the current Battle Pass, talk about its pros and cons, and then talk about why this is probably the best Battle Pass Valorant is ever going to have. So the Battle Pass has been out for almost a week now, so we're not going to spend too much time going through what's in it, but we will briefly go through the most important items. There are 10 total gun skins, 4 Doomwing, 3 Refractix, and 3 Bite Shift. Doomwing is pretty mid, Refractix is okay, but Bite Shift is pretty clean. Usually the Battle Pass skins are just a retexture of a current model in the game, but I'm pretty sure the Bite Shift models are unique. There's also a few cool sprays and buddies. I put some of them on the screen right now, but really the two most important things in the Battle Pass are the Bite Shift knife and the Tacti Bear Flex. Some people really hate the Tacti Bear Flex, thinking that it kind of hits the uncanny valley of appearances, but I don't know, I think it's really cute. Overall, I really think this Battle Pass is probably the best Battle Pass that Riot has ever released, at least in terms of value. Like getting 10 gun skins, a knife skin, and a flex all for $10 is pretty crazy. Especially because, at least in my opinion, the skins for this Battle Pass are just like a tier above a lot of the typical skins you'll see in a Battle Pass. But the thing is, this is unsustainable for Riot. They can't keep releasing $10 packs with amazing value when they're trying to sell $70 bundles. So now we're going to take a look at the economics of gun skins and video game cosmetics, and I'm going to make the case to you that this is probably going to be the best Battle Pass we're ever going to get. In the traditional model of economics, you have to worry about supply and demand. In video games, it's a little bit easier because we have the luxury of having an infinite supply of digital goods. This means the problem is relatively simpler, and we just have to worry about finding the point on our demand curve that maximizes profit. So on your screen right now, we have a simple demand curve. In reality, it's probably much more wavy and complicated, but this is simplified to help us understand the forces that are at play. In the top left, we have what I like to call the free-to-play adjacents. These are the people that play the game without ever buying or very rarely buying a skin. I would fall into this category. The only things I've ever bought are the Yoru Comb and this Axe Battle Pass. These people only buy things that they really want or that they perceive as a really amazing value. Next, at the red dot, we have the quote-unquote normal spenders. The people who have spent, $100, a couple hundred, maybe even $1,000 on the game. They don't buy everything, but if it's a good skin, they'll pick it up. Finally, at the blue dot, we have the whales. These are the people that would buy pretty much any skin for any price. They love the game, or they just have so much money that they just simply don't care. Now, Riot's job is to find the point under this curve that maximizes their profit. Luckily for us, at least right now, it appears that the green and the red points are maximizing Riot's profit, or at least Riot thinks they are. This Battle Pass is really dope, and it's priced to where the majority of people can get it if they want it. But if a lot of people do get it, that leads to our next topic, which is market saturation. Market saturation is when eventually the normal spending and free-to-play adjacent players will simply have enough skins. When you have a decent number of skins, you start feeling less inclined to buy the new skins, even if they are a good deal, because you're simply satisfied with the skins that you already have. For example, I've been keeping an eye out for knife and vandal skins in my shop and night market for my drunk solo queue account, but I won't be doing that now because I bought the Battle Pass, and it came with a pretty good knife skin, and also the vandal skin looks rather nice. The really funny thing is, I finally got one of the vandal skins I wanted the day the Battle Pass dropped, but the single vandal skin costs almost double what the entire Battle Pass did, so that was a pretty easy choice. For $10, Riot Games effectively took my chance on spending money in the future from fairly high down to basically zero. Another example, Fortnite is the game for me that I play for 2 weeks every 6 months just to get the nostalgic feeling before getting bored again. Most people have like a Minecraft phase. For me, it's a Fortnite phase. Fortnite released a Beast Boy skin a few years back, and despite my obsession with Teen Titans as a kid, and it being a decent deal for a good-looking skin, I didn't buy it. This is because for the better part of a decade, I've been running the same loadout, and at this point, it's baked into the nostalgia so much that I just don't want to change it. My demand for Fortnite skins is saturated. I don't think I'll ever spend money on Fortnite again. This is going to happen more and more with Val players. I've already seen a couple of my friends who spent a few $100s in the first few years, but have spent next to nothing in the last year. Eventually, enough people are satisfied with the skins they have, and the number of normal and free-to-play adjacent spenders goes down. As the amount of green and red people on the curve decrease, Riot correctly figures that the new maximum profit shifts higher, more towards whale territory. This is because, as over time the amount of green and red people on the curve decrease, the number of whales stays relatively constant. Remember, the whales are the people that are super invested in the game or just have money to throw at the game. their demand is rather unaffected by the amount of skins they already have. This is largely what happened with League. As the player base reached its peak and even began contracting a bit, Riot saw sales drop, and needing constant growth in our capitalistic society, they pushed prices higher because they bet that they could get more money out of a smaller number of whales rather than appealing to the masses who were buying less and less. And my guess is they proved themselves right, because League prices have stayed mind-boggling high. Valorant is still slightly up year over year in terms of player count, but it feels like Val might be nearing a maximum, at least in terms of player count. Only time will tell if it's a local maximum, a small plateau before more growth, or a global maximum from which it's all downhill. This video isn't meant to be alarmist. I'm not one to be like, Riot is going to add gacha to Val to scam you, we should all be prepared. It's more just to explain the forces behind skin prices so people better understand why skin prices rise and why pretty soon they will probably rise even faster. There's been a bunch of grumbling about skin prices recently, and I hope maybe seeing it from Riot's point of view at least helps people understand why prices go up, even if it does feel really shitty from the other side. Alright, let me know what you guys think. I'm curious specifically what you guys think of the Tacti Bear. Is he cute or is he Uncanny Valley terrifying? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, stay Valorant.